Hello there Midori fountain pens and inks fans, and welcome to another review. Today I'd like to show you a review, or take you through a review of a pen which I bought from Fonteplumo Pens. I received it a few weeks back, but I haven't had a good chance to look at it, so I'd like to share that with you today. Also, I received in the last week or so another accessory that goes with this pen, which I'd like to show you as well. So first of all, the pen itself, or the packaging, it's the first Keweco pen that I've received that comes with a with the tins. I'm sure you've seen many reviews where people have unboxed Keweco pens that have come in the tins. The ones I've bought so far have been the plastic edition, and they come in a slim cardboard box. So this one, the cardboard box, the outside sleeve has got a very retro style design, finished in grey with the Keweco brand name and the logo. But the tin itself, I'm sure you've seen many of these, but it's the first one I've seen, and I must admit it's actually quite nice, a very retro looking tin, and could be very useful after you've taken the pen out and you've started using it. You could use it to store spare cartridges or a small pen cleaning kit or mints even. So yeah, a great little box. So inside the box, you get first of all a Keweco sticker. I think you get that with all the Keweco pens that you buy. You also get this sort of guide to the other pens and the filling mechanisms and how to fit cartridges and so on, and refills into their other pens. And then inside the pen there is, I'll just take the pen out for a moment, there is this sort of black plastic moulded section which you can pop out quite easily, but it's got a couple of sections in there, so you could keep the pen straight in there as I've put there, or it's also got a section where you can store the pen at an angle in there. So I'll just put that to one side and show you the pen. The pen's in this plastic sleeve just to protect it inside the box, and then the pen itself is a Kaweco AL Stonewashed in blue. They do these in two colours, the black and the blue. I quite like the idea of the blue one because it reminded me of washed or stonewashed denim, and I must say the finish on it is lovely. You know, it's an even wear, and the pen itself feels very sturdy. So just a quick comparison against one of the plastic Kewecos. I've got a burgundy version here with the gold clip, and you can see size wise it's pretty much the same, and also the faceted design, the size of the cap are very similar, but they're the same size apart from one being made of plastic and the other aluminium. Despite it being made of aluminium, it isn't that much heavier. It doesn't feel that much heavier to me, and with the cap on it's 24.3 grams, so quite a reasonable weight there, and ideal sort of size of pen to just throw into your pocket and carry in your jeans pocket as a sort of an everyday carry. Now just let me take you around the pen. You can see the finial here of the pen. I don't know if it's going to easily focus on this, or the end of the pen. It's the Keweco logo. I don't think it's going to it's not going to focus properly, I'm afraid, but it's the Keweco logo here, and it's a chrome finish rather than the sort of gold effect on the plastic versions. So the pen itself, you can see very clearly there's a slight step down on the barrel, and that's shown by where this wear is here. On the plastic versions there is a small step down as well, which isn't as clear, you can't see it as clearly, and it doesn't feel as prominent either as this one, but that's obviously when you post the pen, it sort of posts down, and there must be a cap that helps friction fit it onto there. So, but it's very sturdy when capped. So the pen itself, a couple of measurements. It's 10.7 centimeters when it's capped. Uncapped as it is now, is 10 centimeters, and posted, which is how I prefer to use it, or use this size of pen, is 12.8. And for me and for my hands, actually, this is a reasonable size. I could use this quite easily as it is. Unposted, you could write quick notes with it, not a problem. But you can imagine people with bigger hands would probably struggle to use it for very long. Unposted, they would have to post it. On the cap as well, by the way, it's got Kaweco AL Sport Germany etched into the aluminium in white, and you can see that quite clearly there. So the nib itself, I've got several Kewecos, as I've said already, and I've got fine and medium, and this one's actually a medium, and I enjoy writing with both of them. They're great little writers, and I use them in my field note size notebooks that I normally carry with me. So inside the pen you get one cartridge, a Kaweco Blue cartridge, and it's a standard international cartridge. You can get a Kaweco converter, mini converter, but I understand that they're a little bit fiddly, or they're a little bit difficult to fill, and they don't really fill that much or fill that well. So you know, you're probably better off sticking with a cartridge. I suppose you could get the converter and syringe fill it. I know some people do that. But if you want to use bottle ink, what I suggest you could do is to get a standard international cartridge, an empty one, wash it out with a syringe, and then when it's dry, fill it with a bottle ink of your choice, and then away you go. I wouldn't advise using this as an eyedropper because of the sort of, well, it's metal, it's just not advisable to do it. I do have a Kaweco clear one, which I use as an eyedropper. In fact, it needs filling again because it's under half. But I just put some silicone grease on the threads here. Some people don't like it when the ink is sort of going into the threads, and it does look a little bit messy, but it doesn't bother me too much. But this is a great pen as an eyedropper. So the other bits I wanted to show you before we move on were well, as you may know, that Kaweco pens don't come with a clip. I do have clips on my other Kawecos, and they're the sort of standard square, very square finish clips. With this pen, I can't make my mind up whether a clip would work or not with it. It actually looks quite nice without a clip. But I did buy one of these retro looking clips that Tomoe were selling as well. And I'm not sure whether this sort of very shiny new clip would look right on this pen, but let's put it on and have a quick look. Okay, it fits on quite nicely, and actually I don't think it looks too bad. It looks better than I thought it would. I think as you use this pen and it wears and the clip gets some marks on it, it'll probably look even better. But let me know what you think. Do you use clips on your Kaweco pens? Do you prefer it with or without a clip? Yeah, just be interesting. Leave a comment down below. The other item I wanted to share with you was something that arrived last week, which I ordered from Frank, and he didn't have in stock, but he managed to get a hold of one for me, and it was a Kaweco 3-pen case. Now, because of the Kaweco pens being small, I carry them in a Maxpedition pocket pouch. And it's okay in there, but it's not the best for carrying the pens around, and I thought this would be ideal. Now, Kaweco do a couple of other cases, and I understand on some of the others you can't easily store all the pens with the clips on. So let's try this one. So I've got the clip on the AL Sport, and I've got another two Kawecos here, and both with clips on, and we'll put them in. By the way, inside the case, it's got three compartments separated by a small piece of material. Okay, and they fit in perfectly actually, and they've all got clips on. There's plenty of room. They're snug, and they're not going to sort of rub against each other. And the case itself it's a black leather case with the Keweco brand name embossed into it there, and then a gold coloured button with the Keweco logo pressed into it, and it just sort of the flap just goes into this loop here, and it's secure. It's actually very, very sturdy with the pens in. You can imagine having you could have 3 different colours with 3 Kaweco Sports in there, just in your bag as an everyday carry. Perfect little set to have with you wherever and whenever you go. So yeah, really like this pen case. Really like the Stonewashed AL pen. AL Kaweco pen. So I'm going to do a short writing sample now. So I'll see you shortly. Thanks. Hi, welcome back. I hope you can see this clearly. So I've just used the standard Kaweco blue cartridge that came with the pen, and I'm using a Backpocket journal with Tomoe River paper in there for the writing sample. And so this is a Kaweco AL Sport Stonewashed Blue medium nib. Okay, it's very, very smooth. Some of that's down to the Tomoe River paper, and you can see it's quite wet. Again, some of that's down to the paper, but really, really nice to write with. We can just see if it's a fairly stiff nib. You can get a little bit of variation, but you have to push down quite hard on there. Just trying to see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, still reasonably wet. So yeah, a really nice pen, a really nice writing experience with it, and I can imagine using this as a daily carry, just to have in my pocket, either for work or if I'm out and about, just to have a good pen on me. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do leave a comment or feedback, and do subscribe. Thank you very much.